Yo, what up, gang? So, millions and millions of Americans, unfortunately, are set to lose their SNAP benefits come this November 1st, 2025. That's in a few days now. And this comes after the one of the largest government shutdowns ever in this country. It's on track to become one of the longest running shutdowns ever. And because of that, federal workers are not getting paid. They're understaffed, they're overworked, and they're missing their paychecks. Literally having to go to chow lines or food lines and food banks to get a little sustenance because they don't have checks to buy food. Not only that, but airline workers are suffering. They don't have enough. Um, uh, they don't have enough crew to basically keep things running the way it's supposed to be running and to keep operations safe for customers. People are losing their benefits. Like I said, November 1st, Trump came out and said there will be no federal funds for SNAP benefits. The USDA came out and said, hey, funds are dry. Department of Agriculture came out and said some wild stuff, saying, basically blaming Democrats and saying, hey, nobody's going to get their benefits. So it's basically a foregone conclusion that millions of people are going to be without their benefits. Like, they're already preparing for this. Some people are going as far as to actually set up a time frame in which people will go into stores and just literally steal the food that they need. Now, I don't suggest that you go out and do that unless you're literally on the brink of starvation and there's no other alternative. That's the only reasons I can see that being a plausible thing to do and justifiable. Now, don't get me started on taxes, fees, fines, everything that they charge us. They charge us for everything here. They charge us to breathe. They charge us for water. They charge us for parking. They charge us for every little thing. So I understand that this world is corrupt and it favors the people that already have money. If you already have money, you're not worried about parking fines and citations. You're not worried about, buying food, medical coverage, paying your rent, paying your power, paying all of these bills that we have to pay. You're not concerned with it because you have money already. But for so many Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck, this is a very big concern. And so many people are dependent upon these SNAP benefits so that they can purchase food. And honestly, in America, like the literal richest country, the most powerful country in the world, why is this even an issue? You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't even have to fight about SNAP benefits for American citizens. We subsidize other citizens. We just gave how many millions or billions to Argentina? We give billions annually to Israel. We give billions to Egypt and Saudi Arabia. We make all these weapons deals. The money never runs out for tax breaks for the biggest and the richest of Americans. But when it comes to anything that regular American citizens need, it's always a fight. It's always well, how do we pay for it? It's always, well, the wells run dry. There's no more money for it. But we just sent money to this person or to so-and-so country. And what do you mean there's no money? We just pledged that we were going to help Jamaica because Hurricane Melissa just struck Jamaica at a Category 5 with wind speeds of 185 miles per hour, gusts over 200. We're going to help them out, but we can't help our own citizens? That's crazy. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? So this is absolutely atrocious. And of course, Republicans are just blaming Democrats, saying that Democrats want to subsidize health care for illegal immigrants and gender mutilation. And Democrats are saying, well, no, we actually just want to keep in place policies that won't double the cost for health care for American citizens. And supposedly, I guess Democrats had voted against a continuation, what do they call it? A continuation bill or something like that. I forget what they call it. But basically something to help keep the government running again so that people can receive their SNAP benefits. The Democrats voted against it upwards of 13 times is what's being reported. Now, there might be some nuances in regards to that, but the facts are clear. Nobody is coming together to negotiate. Nobody is coming to the table to save Americans when it comes to feeding us, when it comes to healthcare. They're always fighting over one thing or another, and then nothing gets done. And they still vote with each other in back rooms when it comes to other things that continually screw us over anyways. So let me know in the comment section if you feel comfortable talking about this kind of stuff, if you are going to be, losing your SNAP benefits, or you're losing some kind of medical coverage because of this whole government shutdown, or maybe you're a federal worker and you haven't been paid. Please leave us your comments in the comment section. Tell your story. Let everybody know what's going on with you personally. And if there's anybody out there that can possibly help, help somebody in the comment section, help donate to, food banks, or help donate groceries or money or supplies to any of these families that will be, left out to dry, please do so. Please get in contact with each other, form a community, and help out. If at the very least, help out your neighbors as much as possible. Anybody personally that's going to lose out on these benefits, because there's no reason why we should even be arguing about this in the world's richest country, the most powerful country that gives billions and billions and billions away to everybody else, every other country. Mind you, trillions and trillions in debt, printing money. Money is not backed by anything, just digits on a screen, but yet we can't find the money to pay our federal workers. We can't find the money. Military personnel might miss their checks come, I believe, November 14th or 15th. Now, the government or Trump is saying that the military personnel will be paid, which is smart on his behalf, because, you got to pay them. Those are the guys that are going to carry out your crazy policies. Without the military, without the police, they can't do anything. So as long as they have the military and the police that are willing to follow their orders no matter what, it is what it is. When those people decide to stand up, then I guess we got a real revolution on our hands, folks. But until then, it is what it is. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like I said before, love, peace, and light. Love more than you hate. And, do your best to take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And until next time, see you guys on the next one. I'm out.